But Minnesota, the biggest thing there we had, if I'm not mistaken, about 20-some points on turnovers that we gave them. We gave them about 30 extra points off the boards. So when you give a team 50 points off of our non-productivity or not boxing out, it makes it tough to win. So you can nitpick the other little things, and which we do because we want to get better. But we had no answer for Kevin Love. He just out-muscled us. And that's one of the reasons why we need to go back with bigger guys underneath, because he's a big guy.
When you blow a lead like that big, I mean, it's happened a lot in the NBA lately. Everyone played the Jazz. I mean, how does it happen? I mean, you beat a team so badly for 30 minutes and then it's gone in 10.
Right.
So a lot has to go into that.
Well, it does, but again, and it's not me saying it, it's a game of runs. And the reason it's a game of runs because normally a team will come out, maybe they shoot 60% for the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or maybe for a half. You shoot 60%, then the next half, statistically, you'll probably be in the 20s or 30s because it's going to average out to about 45. And the other team probably shot in the 30s. Now they're up to 60. It just happens. Teams are well matched, and you get on runs, and you just have to be able to break it up with good, smart basketball, where you got to get a layup, or you got to get to the rim, you got to get fouled, and break up other people's runs, or great defense. That's where good teams come through. We're not there yet, but it will happen. And also, we play an up-tempo kind of game, so it's a little bit different having 15-point lead for us than a team that really slows it down 10 points. It'll take them longer, still be runs, but it'll just take a little bit longer.
I think some fans were devastated by the loss the other night. Do you take some of the blame?
Nobody jumped off the bridge.
Okay, right. But I mean, as a coach, a 21-point lead, that something that you could have done to stop that tide, or when you look
I put my foot out twice. They didn't trip. I don't know what you want me to do, Mark.
No,
well, tell me what you want me to do. I'll say.
Back.
Sure, there's something I could have done. I mean, I could have played somebody else. I don't know. There's always something you can do, but you go with your gut and what you think it is. But there's only one thing for sure. It probably won't be the last time we lose a 21-point lead. It happens, and it is devastating, and I understand that. And we're down, but this is another game, another day. We played 9 games so far, and we're not panicking or anything, but we want to get better. We need to get better. But, yeah, it's about all the sense I can make out of it.
How are you preparing the players for Houston tonight, because they're having a down year so far?
Again, it's 8 games now, or 9 games for us. I won't get excited. They're a good basketball team. They have good players. They'll figure it out, and they've had a lot of injuries. Aaron Brooks will come back, I imagine, or Yao, or whatever. When you have injuries and you play in the West and you play against really good teams every night, they don't feel sorry for you. And they've lost some tough games, but Rick does an unbelievable job of coaching, and they play well. And, it's like I said, it's a long season.
Welcome to So Much to Talk About here, pregame version of the show before the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks tilt. My pleasure to have former New York Knick and current Houston Rocket, Mr. Jordan Hill, and this is your second time coming back to the Garden. So, I know you weren't here for a long period of time. What were your memories of being here and playing in the world's most famous arena?
Just the atmosphere. Everybody in the crowd just. They're hyped about the Knicks, so it was a good feeling being here. Just playing in like you said, one of the world's famous arenas in the world. So it was a good feeling.
What are the things you worked on over the summer to get you ready for your second season, and what are the things you are learning, especially with Yao Ming being injured? So what are the things you're looking to do to accelerate your progression?
Just working on a little bit of everything. With Yao being out, then it's like a big part for me to just try to step up more, until he get back. But I'm just trying to focus mainly on trying to block shots, rebounding, defensively. Just go out there and just hold my own, help out, and it's going pretty good. It can be better, but just learning experience with me.
I know you reunited with your University of Arizona teammate Chase Billinger right here, and I know you were ecstatic when you kind of put 2 and 2 together on that.
Oh, definitely. Having Chase again as a teammate is a good feeling. Just knowing that I have somebody that I already know for some years already. So being in Houston with him, he showed me a lot. He helped me a lot. Trying to get acquainted with everything, but it's a good feeling. I just like to go out there and just play ball with him, just being on the floor with him, and just doing the things we did in college back together.
Arizona, the streak ended. I think it was 25 straight NCAA tournament appearances, I believe, and it ended last year. So, Sean Miller, how's he doing over there, you think?
I mean, they're doing pretty good. They got a game tonight, actually. They're playing, I think, Idaho State now, and my best friend plays for Idaho State, so it's like,
You better make sure they don't win.
oh man, no, Sean Miller's doing good. I mean, this is like I said, this is going on his second year, so he's trying to get trying to make the team back to a good Arizona team like it used to be. And it's going to take time. I mean, he's been getting good recruits now, so it should be looking good for this year and next year, and we'll see how it turns out.
How's Coach Olsen doing?
Coach Olsen doing pretty good. I talked to him. He texted me. I think I want to say like 3 or 4 days ago. Yeah, he texted. Yeah, he texts and just see how everything's going. He says he's watching the games and just telling me keep working hard and. I think he's gonna be at the game when we go to Phoenix and play Sun. So yeah, he's gonna be there. So I'll probably have a little dinner with him and get back reunited with him.
Get that wisdom.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Jordan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have one of the top big men in his day and definitely a very versatile player as well, Mr. Jack Sikma, and the assistant coach now of the Houston Rockets. Pleasure to have you on. It's nice to interview you. I want you to talk about the adjustments you have to make, especially with the injuries with Yao and everything and lack of depth in the middle. So talk about what adjustments you have to make with the injuries going on.
Well, I think we made a decision over the summer based on the fact that, we hoped the best for Yao, but knew that he was going to have limited minutes. Also knew that back-to-backs he probably wouldn't be able to play, so we were going to have to frame the roster as if Yao's not here part of the time, and hence it did happen. So with the addition of Brad Miller, and we've got some versatile bigs, and guys like Chuck Hayes and Jared Jeffries, and Luis is going to be our 4. We knew that position would be solid, and Luis never misses games. So, but to build a big man tandem around Luis, we feel like we've got some choices that we can make and can fit in.
During your NBA career, you were known for having, great hands, good passer, like you're very versatile. So, what do you see now with the game, with the big men?
The game continues to evolve, and again, the athletes nowadays are better conditioned, bigger, faster, stronger. I think the pace of the game moves a lot more quickly, and you need multiple bigs in the game to be effective. Where I think back a couple decades ago when I played, the force in the middle and the room in which you had to work was greater, which helped as far as rebounding, helped with being able to play in the post. A lot of those things because of rules, because of the evolving defenses and those types of things, you don't have time to or much time to get your work done. They're going to take that away from you. So, again, I think there's some very credible low post players. Back when I was playing, it usually was more at the 5 than maybe at the 4, where now it's shared equally, and you got a lot of great four men that are post-up players. So it's just, how it's evolved. And again, I think the skilled players that are bigs, with how people play, they're out on the floor a little more than they used to be too. We used to be able to park around the basket, and now those big guys are out spacing a little more.
What's your fondest memory from your career?
Well, we won a championship in 1979, my second year. Had a great group of guys that we really got along well. Came a long way in a short period of time. DJ, Gus Williams, Fred Brown at the up front, and then Lonnie Shelton and Paul Silas and John Johnson, and we just had a group that came together and was able to pull one off. So that's the highlight. But again, I just enjoyed playing my 14 years and played with a lot of good teams, and again, glad I'm back in the game as an assistant coach. Okay,
Thank you. It's a pleasure.